time speaking in IMAX. So there we go. Is my slides up? Yeah. So here we go. So this introduction to the Future for Archaeological Archives Programme. At some point now, I seem to have forgotten what an archaeological archive is, but I'm sure I'll warm up into the presentation. So the ethos behind the Future for Archives Programme is that we require a sustainable future for archaeological archives. They are critical to public benefit and research beyond the emotive excitement of discovery and ready for rediscovery over and over again. The FAIR principles will come into play in the afternoon session, but I feel like the FAIR principles should be seen as an ethos for the entire archaeological archive. Here we are. The crisis for archaeological archive storage is increasing. In England, we are not alone. There's similar patterns over Europe. In England, we have the additional sort of complications of incomplete repository coverage, the legality of archaeological archives, and the volume, like we saw yesterday, of the archaeological archive that's being produced. The Future for Archaeological Archives Programme is our opportunity to explore the sustainable solutions. And on to the next slide. So I just wanted to place archaeological archives into the broader heritage environment. And we will hear from multiple of the projects today. On the right-hand side, we have the projects that are there with the aim of unifying cultural data, cultural and heritage data, sorry. And then on the other side, we have our drivers, CAP 21 and the Mendoza report, as well as part of our economic and research climate and government interest climate through the research review, the nurse review, and the Witches projects and AHRC funding. So if you've read the abstract and remember it, that was my aims. Here are my objectives, or our objectives. So what are they? So A is establishing a basis for action. That's the memorandum of understanding with ACE, and the agreement of that with DCMS. That is done. B is the business case. C is developing new practice. D is looking at new methodologies. E is ongoing monitoring, or as I like to call it, Operation Ron Moody, and communication. So some time recording going against that to this week. So here we are, the projects under B so far. As you can see, lots of them complete. Nearly all of them are available as Historic England Research report series. So you can go into our database and find them, with the exception of the options for sustainable archaeological archives. That's on the ACE website, and you can find it by Googling that. And up and coming is which will be an SMA report, is the studies of patterns for use for museums. Today, Amanda, Sam, Ash, Elsa will all be reporting on those projects. We also have the pipeline project. Headline for that is, oh God, I have to read it. Modelling of the model of amount of construction and the annual accrual of archaeological archives is between 541 cubic meters a year and 698 cubics a year for the next 10 years. If you went to the A14 yesterday, I did some nerd maths. They said they had, what did they say? They said they had 3,000 boxes. If there's historic England boxes, that's 51 cubic meters. So A14 equals 10% of our annual accrual at the lower estimates. And the pipeline also available, was also reported on in the CIFA journal magazine, The Archaeologist. Right, so then also was my snapshot recording of the museum collecting. We are looking at now 70% of museums will be full or to capacity or struggling within the next 5 years. We had 96 respondents already. Nearly 20% are recorded as not responding, and 48 are struggling with capacity or have less than 5 years capacity or are selectively collecting. Moving on to package C, developing the basis for cross-sector practice. So first one is the development of standards. Will always be ongoing, but certain core ones are identified as part of the Future Archives Programme. I should this week the tender went out for work towards the CIFA review of standards. Best practice in planning, that's complete. That's the Planning for Archives report, and embedding archaeological archives further into the planning process. CIFA Dig Digital. Hopefully all aware of that. I've been heavily reported on. Today is trying to let it be my only one anecdote. I just wanted to say how well received it was at the EAC this year. We've had 2 offers of to translate it into different languages. It's a really good case study in Britain's ability to identify a problem and find a solution. And so well done to all involved in that, including me. Today we will also hear from Tim Malim on towards the work going towards the framework of legal ownership. We've had our QC advice. There's now a model of deed of transfer out for consultation, and we are starting to have initial feedback. I'd like more. And then we have the charging models. Manda's and Sam will be reporting on that today. And then also subsumed into the Future Archives Programme is the completion of the SMA rationalisation guidance. So, following on to work package D, innovation. So, the CIFA toolkit is complete, although we're still having brilliant ideas. And so I look forward to reading those proposals. The research, regional research frameworks is also ongoing. And then on to work package E, we have, will be, or hopefully will be, continuing review of the situation. That is identified as another SMA collecting surveys. They were done last 2016 to 2018. I was required for the business case to do a snapshot survey. That was a very streamlined. It focused on developer funding, and it didn't ask the wide-ranging questions that the SMA do. And in particular, one of the most important questions to ask is about staffing and curatorial experience. And we're here for, I expect, from Elsa and Ash today about the impact of curatorial collecting and ability to use archaeological curatorial staffing and the ability to access collections. And personally, I also think we need to look at wider issues such as environmental archives, maritime archives, and large objects, oversized objects. Sorry, Barney, just let you know. And then, so here we are. That's the Future Archives Programme in a nutshell. This is the programme board. This is a thanks to all of those who have put in work towards the research so far. We know it pulls you from your day to day. I'm grateful for the board for the level of support that we receive and the experience and knowledge you gain from them. Today, I suppose the ask is for continuing commitment from all of you to the development of and implementation of the strategies that will help us ensure the long-term preservation and care of archaeological archives, and I look forward to your future input and support into our future research. Right, so next up, Amanda.